Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks Live Toy Talk Show. Tonight we're going to talk about that HasLab leak from the Hasbro Star Wars team and so much more tonight on Toy Geeks. Hey everybody and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay and with me tonight, I feel like I haven't seen him in a lifetime on either this channel or any of the other fantastic channels he's on. Like, other than Ryan Doell, he's alive!
I live! Somehow Ryan Doell has returned.
Oh my gosh, how you doing, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing good, but man, my body does not know what day it is, what time it is, where I am. Oh my goodness. It was whirlwind of a trip, and I don't know what's happened with my body.
It's in Canada now. It's back in Canada.
But get this, I'm leaving Canada again. So not this weekend, the following weekend, I will be at Phoenix Fan Fusion in Arizona.
Arizona? Why Arizona?
Because my boy Paul, he's a guest.
Okay.
Fan Fusion. Right. So we're tagging along.
Maybe I should make, because one of my offices for the company I work for is in Phoenix. Maybe I should be like, oh, I gotta go to Phoenix for work.
Maybe you should.
I know.
Maybe you should. Not that I'd never wanted to go to Arizona in my life.
It's awful, but no offense to Arizonians. I'm so sorry. I'm sure it's great. I just only been there like during the summer and like hot times. It's too hot for me. Too hot. Yeah,
I don't like the heat. I want it to be at least -10 all the time. Light
well, I think
flurries.
it's already in the hundreds now. It'll be hundreds through like October, I think. So just be ready.
So how do people live there? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. But people tell me it's like, well, it's a dry heat. I was like, still hundreds, but okay.
A dry heat, a dry heat.
Arizona Jay was a very pace Pecani, New York City. Anywho, well, glad you're at least here for this moment in time. Because big Star Wars leak. And other things that we need to talk about. But before we get into any of that, let's say hello to the chat. It's hopping as always. That's how far I'll go back. We got Action Pack Video, Country Boy, Frank Rivera, Too Bad Dad, E. Leo, Fake Wood Table, Matt Bush is here. Prismatic J, Shiny Plastic People is here. Brian Carr, Captain Vergiften, Ryan Pauly, Tony Johnson, Justin Moen, Gady's Toys, Michael Miller, I Miss John. I just saw John this past week, actually. I went to his shop, and he is doing very well. Let's see, E. Leo. I already did Leo. Sorry, I went back a little bit. Gotta go ahead. Sorry, Doralaxian. Come on, Jay. I know it's my fault. Blame me. It's okay. Wheel Joker is here. Frankie Rivera. Tony Johnson is here. And Master Splinter. I think they were the first ones to put a chat in when I first posted this a few minutes ago or 30 minutes ago. Togasaurus, Christopher, and Macanita Silva, and so much more. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Matt Bush, a member for 21 months. The Bush, 21 months. Blake is here as well. Toy Collector Magazine. But anywho, Doel, I hope you're doing well because we got a giveaway tonight. Did anybody miss out on a sweet Cyclone from Mattel Creations? Well,
some people did.
Yeah, I'm giving away one tonight. But we need a like goal for it. And Dolars, you are the guest host tonight. What do you want this?
How many people we got watching?
We already have 234.
Let's do, because it's Matt Bush, Toy Sorceress, and J Rod are all members for 21 months. Let's do 210.
210. You're being easy on it tonight, though.
Easy one. Well, I love Skyclone. I'm like one of the few people that really like him. And I want someone to have him. He needs a home.
All right. Well, there you go. 210 likes, and I will give away this Cyclone Collector's Edition. It says it right here. That's how you know it's special.
That's how you know.
So everybody hit the like button right now.
It's going to be worth a lot of money.
A bunch of money. Remember all those collector's editions in the 90s? One of 15,000.
Yeah. 1 of 2 million Scooby-Doo number 1s in a poly bag.
But it worked. I mean, I don't know. In that era, I was like, "Ooh, it's a collector." That's how you know it's. That's how you know it's. They got the little number on there. But anywho, all right, Dolers. It is. Oh gosh, there's one other big news that I gotta share.
What did I miss?
Well, for those that are at least in tune with the Geek Dad Life, I don't know, shows, if you watch regularly, you may or may not have been aware that I've wanted to do an audio or get back to an audio version of Toy Geeks, like just a true podcast version of the Toy Geeks show. Originally, it was gonna be with John, but got busy with the shop and didn't have the time. So I was like, well, then maybe I'll never get to this podcast idea. And I don't know if it was here or after dark. I threw it out that I think somebody said, like, why don't you do an audio version of the show or just post this live stream as an audio? And then I said, oh, I have this idea, but with John gone, don't know if it'll happen, whatever. And Dan Larson of Secret Galaxy in the chat was like, hey, hit me up. And I did. And so it's been a lot of not a lot of back and forth, mainly cool on the idea, cool on the concept, and then finally getting the time to start getting this thing rolling. And now is that time. So Toy Geeks, the podcast, is going to be back this week on iTunes, and we're going to submit it to all the other feeds as well. So if you subscribe to the Toy Geeks podcast before, you don't need to do anything else other than refresh your feed. But if you haven't yet, I know we're at least on iTunes, and I'll make sure it's on all the other ones very soon. But now there will be a Toy Geeks audio show with myself and Dan Larson weekly Tuesday mornings, and really excited about it. And what's the concept? What's the premise? Well, instead of it being about recent news and stuff like that, like the live streams have been, no, we're going to be basically diving into toy lines 1 year at a time. So basically like these mini series around different toy lines, and we'll just do, each episode will be 1 year of that toy line. So for the first series that we're going to do, it is going to be Masters of the Universe. So our first episode dropping this Tuesday is going to be on 1982 Masters of the Universe releases its first year. And then episode 2 will be 1983 and so on. First episode will just be Dan and I, and then we'll start having some guest hosts with us after that. So anywho, subscribe to it, Toy Geeks, with myself and Dan Larson. Super pumped about it. And yeah, there you go.
That's
so people
amazing.
that have wanted an audio version.
You two have great voices, so it'll be awesome. And it's really good prep for toy anxiety. You listen to Toy Geeks in the morning, and then you can have your evening with toy anxiety. I can't think of anything better on a Tuesday.
Right? Just
that's a feel good Tuesday.
Right? It's just a good ass Tuesday. And yeah, we've already recorded the first episode. I'm editing it now, so it'll be ready to go Tuesday morning. So yeah, make sure you go subscribe wherever podcasts are given away for free. Again, currently it's on iTunes. So if you just search Toy Geeks on iTunes, I guess I never posted on Spotify, but by the end of this week, it should be up on all of the different podcatcher services. But at the very least, if you want to subscribe right now, it's on iTunes. So subscribe to that. Or if you just go to geekdadlife.com, that's where the posts will originate, and you just play them there if you want to. But if you want to listen to it on your devices and stuff like that, it's on iTunes now, and it will be on Spotify and the other ones by the end of the week. So I'm really pumped about it. And Dolers, I think we've already confirmed maybe you'll join us on one of the episodes too at some point.
Yep, in the near future.
Yeah.
Right.
So stay tuned. But yeah, there we go. Love this idea because I have something toy related to listen to while I'm making toys. Boom. Boom,
perfect.
boom, bam, surprise. So cool. Big thanks to Dan Larson for wanting to jump in and co-host the podcast with me. Matt Bush, a podcast deep cut. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Matt Bush. But cool. All right. That's it. Oh, Also, Dole, it's Mother's Day.
It is Mother's Day. It's the day we celebrate Colleen and all the births she's given.
Can I just say, she was mad at you.
At me? Why?
She was really mad at you. And I'll tell you why on Geek Dad Life After Dark. Colleen will join.
Perfect.
And explain why she was really pissed at you the past couple weeks.
You know what though?
What?
She'll forgive me.
You think so?
Oh yeah. 100%.
I don't know.
Dude,
I've been with her longer.
She will 100% forgive me. Trust me. I got lots to give. She won't be able to give it up that quick.
Anywho, so I will say that for After Dark. Okay, but yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my wife Colleen, mother to my children. We had a great day today, and also happy Mother's Day to my mother who gave birth to me, and I think did an amazing job raising me and my sisters and yeah, being an amazing mother. So happy Mother's Day to the mothers in my life. Dole, you want to happy Mother's Day out to your mom or anybody?
Yeah, because my mom's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's like super awesome.
Yeah, your mom's the shit.
Right? She rules. So called my mom today. First thing I did. That's what you do on Mother's Day. Call your moms. Exactly. And but I'm excited because I'll be back on the farm soon too. So there'll be more farm casts happening as well in the near future. Yeah, so me too. We'll have a lot of fun doing that. And then and yeah, no, that's and my sister. Kudos to my sister for also being a rad mom. So right. So lots of moms. I know lots of moms. Moms are great.
Moms are honestly the best. Out of any person in the world, mothers, I think, are the best.
Right.
I think that's actually science backs that one up. All right. Dole, this past week we had a leak. We're leaking over here.
Uh-oh.
It's not an Ewok village, but
I know what I feel at this point, like Hasbro knew, and they were like, "Oh, psych!" I think they're just are they messing with me. God, don't like it. Oh well.
Patrick, Ewok Cantina confirmed.
Perfect. I can put Ewoks in there. I can put whatever I want in there. It's my cantina.
But yeah, I think they publicly said because on the May the 4th stream, they were supposed to reveal whatever the next HasLab was going to be. And they said, they need to take it back, tweak it or whatever before they go live with it. And then this past week, they were clearly testing different stuff out for the HasLabs. I think they also posted, I think I saw on Preturnia that they post like a dummy link for a HasLab as well at one point for like $1. And then the Star Wars _toy collector on Instagram. I don't know whether they took the picture or somebody else took the picture. Took a picture of their computer screen because for however long Hasbro posted or linked to the Star Wars TVC Mos Eisley Cantina playset at a list price of, or at least a buy-in price for $399.99, 400 buckaroos for the next TVC playset.
You're half right. You're half right there.
Where am I half right?
Because there's two selections.
Okay.
There's the basic one and there's the deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, but we don't know what entails what. That's the thing. So there's a deluxe version, a basic version, and a deluxe version.
Yep.
Like again, we don't know what that means. Does one come with tiers? One doesn't. Does one?
Which one's which? Like, is the $399 the basic or deluxe? Because I feel like the deluxe is more money. It's like it looks like $499 or something.
Let me get my.
It's all blurry. There's no way it's gonna show.
Oh come on, dude! You're not living your life. Hang on. Let's see here. Who had it? It was Yak Face, of course, right?
Yes. This is from yakface.com, but the Star Wars _toy collector is the one who posted it. While you look for that, I'm gonna just.
I got it.
Okay.
Star Wars, the Vintage Collection Cantina base playset, $399.99 for Hundy. Star Wars, the Vintage Collection Mos Eisley Cantina Deluxe playset. Looks like it's $4 something 99. So it's probably $499.99. So it's like $100
right
more.
Sorry, I should have just looked. It's on here.
Oh yeah, how about just look at? God damn it, Jay. Have you tried reading?
And the worst part of all is I never learned to read. But okay, all right. So those are prices that were leaked.
Okay.
What are again? It's a grainy picture. You know, maybe we don't even know. Obviously, they said they wanted to go back and retool it. So maybe
it's like someone screenshotted Bigfoot. That's what is happening here.
Exactly.
Like, what did you screenshot this with? An ant?
This is clearly like when somebody takes a picture of their computer screen, right? Like, it's not a great picture. We also don't know if this is
you
like
can do screenshots from your computer screen.
I know, but maybe they don't know how to do that.
For this.
I agree.
Why are you? Oh my God, we're dealing with children here, Jay.
But maybe it was like they were so freaked out that it was up there. They didn't even want to like accidentally do Command R and hit refresh and it be gone. So they played it safe, took out their phone and took a picture with their phone.
Do you know what playing safe gets you? No Pulitzer Prize, because Lois Lane never played it safe, and she's gotten plenty of those. So if you ever want to get the scoop and beer reporter, then you know what? Take risks.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Time to be an adult. It's time to be an adult.
Brian Brink, I told Hasbro that I couldn't start the charts last week. Sorry, folks. So that's why I got delayed. Thank you, Brian, for letting us know.
Everything's that's all settled.
The GIM had Pornhub loaded up, had to hide the tab. You can crop that after the fact.
Crop it,
yeah, exactly. Come on,
rookies. You guys are all rookies.
Rookie moves here, Dollars.
Yeah, and don't be screenshotting your incognito windows. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like you should have a separate window for your incognito, and then you have your
right
up front tabs in another one.
Clearly, none of you have been in a relationship where you need to hide your tabs.
But anywho, to me, just on this grainy photo, I hope this is like a CAD render, like it's not final with paint and stuff like that. Because to be completely honest, this feels a little lackluster. Maybe this is why they went back to the drawing board, at least just from these images. It just feels a little too spacey and incomplete from my eyes. Dolers, what's your first take on these obviously grainy leaked images?
If I squint really hard, I can see a plate on the counter. Well, when I see that it is a Mos Eisley Cantina, first off, I'm super stoked. For anyone who's been following my journeys on Toy Anxiety, I've been really big into collecting the Cantina members, and I've gotten the cardboard one, and I took out the paper, the cardboard bar, and I replaced it with the plastic bar because some of the patrons came with sections of a plastic bar with stools. So I started making my own like shelf area that's just a Cantina display. Yeah. So I'm 5 aliens short of having every alien they've released thus far. So I've been getting close. So to see this, I was like, oh, this is awesome, because this is now the display I've always wanted. Like that, this is like a dream display for me. So I understand that this is not going to be like, well, that's every HasLab. Doesn't matter what's released. There's always going to be people that are like, why can't it be this? Because it's not. It's this.
Yes.
That's right. So either get it or don't. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, and hopefully and it's TVC. I got a feling it's going to fund right away, regardless.
You think so? Even at that price?
Think so. Yeah, it will. I think it will. I totally think it will. Whether or not it's going to depend on it'll be interesting to see if it's going to be based on, because they have 2 different tiers, right? Or just 2 different options right off the bat.
2 different options, yeah, like a base and then $100 more you get deluxe, whatever that is.
So will it come down to how much money is accumulated, like in a Kickstarter, or is it going to be how many people back it? Right? Like
Ooh, that's a really good point. Well, so they had a backer total on here. Let me try a squint on this grainy image. Let's see if they posted it on the thing. No, they didn't put it, but there is a backer, and it looks like 8,000 or so to unlock it. So there will be some type of backer threshold, but my hope with them going back to the draw, and you're not wrong. Like I feel like TVC, and I think if I'm remembering correctly, in Toy Collector they had interview with Mr. Steve, who's heading up the Star Wars team now. That TVC, they view that as their Star Wars collector toy line, and Black Series is their more casual Star Wars fan toy line. Right. And so clearly TVC has a built-in collector demand, and you're right. I feel like this thing probably backs no matter what. But does it go crazy? Does it go nuclear? And that is where I would probably second guess this whatever this is on the screen right now. And my hope is they went back to retool it, because I just don't like how spacey and open it is. Like, to me,
I think okay, go ahead. Sorry, I was about to interrupt you.
But no, it's fine. This should be filled in. There should be a floor. I just feel like it's too spacey to call yourself a playset. This still feels we're in diorama territory a little bit. And I just feel like it could go, because the Jabba's throne, I feel like gives you the whole world kind of, and just cutting it out and putting it on your shelf. And this just feels a little too gappy. Mind the gap.
Mind the gap is the onion.
Yes. And so that's how I'm feeling about it. But what you were gonna say something. Go ahead.
I don't think these are the actual official photos. I think these are placement photos to build the page.
Okay.
That's just because you take a look at the other HasLab pages.
Yeah.
None of them show early renders as like, hey, buy this.
Star Wars has in the past. They have, but go ahead.
But I mean, like, for the Ghost was like, that was a home run right out of the gate.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
That whole presentation.
Yeah.
I think this is where I like.
And they had it on the San Diego Comic-Con convention floor.
Everything. Yes. Yeah. Everything was perfect. Everything lined up for this. This one, I feel like whenever there's like a leak, you're just kind of like, oh God. Because already you feel like Star Wars struggles a little bit.
Sure.
Like, just for whatever reason, whether it be because of Hasbro through Lucasfilm, like, I mean, like Lucasfilm, not like the shows and stuff. I mean, Lucasfilm is in like the guys who are in charge of the toys. By the way, I was at Lucasfilm on Monday.
Yeah, do you have any comments for them?
So when we're doing the tour there, because we got the special tour, because Ryan Doell knows people, because I put all my points on charisma. And so when we're going through, my buddy Greg, he's just like, oh yeah, these are the guys that deal with the toys and stuff. And 3 out of 4 of us who are there were wearing our Carson Teva shirts.
Badass. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And we were just like,
you were like, what the hell?
And I was like, if I knock on the door, will they answer? And he's like, oh God, please don't. And I'm like, no, like, I need to knock on this door. So I started just talking loudly. I need to just know when my Carson Teva figure's coming out. That's all, right? Just kind of like being slightly obnoxious, but also like super serious. Like, where I had so many questions of like, 1, what's wrong with you? 2, where are these figures? Where's my TVC Bad Batch? Where's my Peli Moto? Where's the rest of the crew from The Prisoner to go with my Razor Crest? What's happening, you guys? Why are you giving me a Mandalorian judge? No one needs it.
So you didn't open the door?
I didn't open the. Well, I didn't want to give Greg a heart attack.
No, I get it. And you're there as a guest. You don't want to, ruffle any feathers. But I gotta say, like, I wonder. It's like the Wizard of Oz, man behind the curtain kind of situation where you think it's this great and powerful person, you open it up and it's like the most disappointing thing ever. Or it's, what was that family
Dude, no
guy?
matter who's behind that door, it was going to be disappointing.
Well, or if it was like,
no offense, if you guys are watching and you're working at Lucasfilm, no offense.
Yeah, so sorry.
Yeah.
I think you're great people. You're really good.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
doing
sure.
great. But I, you know, or what if it was like you open the door and it was like that South Park episode where it's the manatees just like pushing the idea balls over and like, this is why I haven't got a Carson Tava. Like,
good God. Yeah. But that's the place where I really wanted to really kind of see, because I was just like, what, like, without telling me what you're doing or what's actually like, without giving away or leaking anything, what's your actual process on your side?
Yeah.
Because Hasbro's very, very like hush hush about it.
Mm-hmm.
They've just been like, oh, so they just send us emails. So I'm like, no. Like there's
sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Dad, Life After Dark. But yeah, there's way more but they're playing me out, Jay.
But I just got an email from Hasbro said to shut it down.
Yeah. But I just want to know what they do on their end. Like, I was so curious because it's the whole process of Star Wars figures getting made. Yeah. Like, even when they did like a behind the scenes thing, I can't remember on what it was. It was just people looking at pictures on a screen. Yeah. And even when you go back to Power of the Force 2 and you read articles from Star Wars Insider and Star Wars Galaxy magazine, they're still just very like, well, we can't tell you the process. So it's been like it's been this weird secret lock and key under a vault. You can't get in. Like, I just like, now I know where that office is. Like, there's a part of me that's like, okay, me, you, Hatter, Craig, we're gonna Ocean's 11 this shit. We're gonna get our asses in there. Because I gotta know, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. It's just they're yeah, it's now that the location is known. Yeah, I do think something needs to happen. We need to figure out some way.
Right. And to go back to this HasLab, I still think these are just placement photos.
Yeah.
To build the page. I think we're gonna have them in there as full color. Man,
it better be. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
like, not that I'm in, like, not like there's some threat or something. I just think,
they don't.
But it's more to me. I want this to be successful, right? And there is this element, and I think Blake from Toy Collector called the thing I think we all feel for the Star Wars team. I spoke with the Joe Classified team on Friday and told them to go down the hall and hug the Star Wars team. There's there is this every time they do a stream or something where I feel really bad for that team. Like, they seem like so like deer in the headlights, stressed out, like you know.
They do. And what sucks is that they're all such nice people.
Yes.
Right? It's never anything personal like with them, but it's just, you're also at the same time, you're just like, there's nothing they can ever announce where we're ever like outside of the Ghost. The Ghost is the last time I feel they have announced something that has just made me so excited. Like, I still watch that reveal video because it just makes me want to kick invisible ninjas in the living room. Like, it is because they did such a great job with that. But it's just, I think it's because in my head, I'm sitting there going, just where's my Carson Tava? Announce my Carson Tava so I can just move on with my life. Get me my Pelimoto. Get me my Madame Garza, my Bad Batch. Then we can just call it a day.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can move on to other things. But but there are stuff they announced at this thing, like the Armorer's like diorama play set.
Yeah.
I know you don't care, but I care.
Not that I don't care. It's just
I think that's cool.
I don't disagree. I don't. Star Wars, and it's just my opinion. Star Wars toys, what makes them great is the world building, but the play sets have to be play sets, and this just feels like incomplete. And again,
we don't know about it.
Exactly. You're right. We don't know.
We don't know what this does. Like, we were I was talking about it with with just the guys, my personal crew, right?
Yeah.
Paul, Steve 3, BC DeLorean. We were chatting about this, and I said, what if the bar lights up? Like, what if you press a button and the Cantina band plays the song nonstop for 72 hours, right? Like, it's, which, by the way, #1 song to have sex to, voted in Europe.
Well, it is jizz music.
It is jizz.
J-I-Z-Z, people, look it up.
Yep, it's
being
canon.
inappropriate.
It's canon. And like, what if it does all of that? Like, I still think, like, if you're doing this display, because that's what, like, I don't expect it to have crazy features. It's a bar, right?
But it needs a floor. A bar needs a floor. A bar needs a floor to sit on.
No, you don't sit on the floor. I never, folks.
Don't listen to Jay. The bar to sit on.
Yeah, don't listen to Jay. Never sit on a bar floor, okay? Ever. Like, just do not. But it's but again, this, like I said, we don't know. I still think these are not the official.
You're right.
Photos. I still don't think. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Let's talk about the price. $400, $500. Say, you know, these grainy images be damned. Say it is, they got lights. It's less gappy than this is. Do you buy, I guess, are you buying this at $400? And
100%. Okay. Yeah, like, I understand that.
But are you going $500, or are you sticking at the $400?
Well, it's so hard to say because I don't know what's what, and I think Jake Stevens cracked a joke in one of our chats where he was like, the deluxe bar is actually the full bar. It's actually 2 of them or something, right? And I was like, if it is, like, if you're in space danger, but you want this, I think this is a good size. Like, just a half a bar is good enough. Honestly, like, it all depends on what you need and what's best for your collection and what's best for your affordability. If I can afford the 500 one, and if the 500 one has like something that's so like, holy shit, I need that, then yes, then I'll figure out a way and I'll get it. And again, too, something that we learned when we had Ryan Ting on Toy Anxiety, like, this was a couple of years ago now. He was talking about HasLabs and how the HasLab price includes everything like that's in the tiers. So it's not just this base thing; it's everything all combined, or what makes this price, in hoping that all the tiers get unlocked, because they still have to make a number. They still have to reach a certain number.
8,000. It seems a grainy 8,000 on there.
Yeah, a grainy 8,000, right? And so, you know, I have no idea what it could come with. And are they going to mix things up with, like, are they going to do just the Cantina? Yeah, no, trust me, it'll be a lot. It'll be like close to 700, I bet, Canadian.
Really?
One? Yeah.
That's conversion rates right now?
Dude, everything's the shits right now.
But that, Chaz the Guru says, also always get a chuckle out of most of Chaz's posts. There are supposedly supposed to be 8 figures too.
8 figures. So, well, I know what I would want for figures, but it's
Carson Tavo. He's not an original trilogy. I don't care. This Cantina's in Mando.
Do they have to do original trilogy? Like, this shows up in Mando. Can we not do EV9D9? And that way you have EV9D9 for your Jabba the Hutt that we all bought. And he was also the bartender in The Mandalorian.
She isn't EV9D9 a she?
Let's the droids. I don't know. I don't know difference. I don't know what the gender programming was on EV9D9.
I think she was. It's like one of those trivia things. Like, at least maybe I'm misremembering it, but the vintage toy line only had 2 females, Princess Leia and EV9D9. I think I may be wrong.
Toy Source.
There we go.
Source
80s.
Yeah. Okay. Can confirm. Thanks, Katie. See,
I do another note, by the way.
Okay. Yes.
Actually, wait. No. Sorry. Go ahead. Something else.
Oh no, but I was saying, like, I think we all want the Tonika twins.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right, Alice and Troy would have known too. Right, so many people. We got so many cool people in this chat.
By the way, Allison Troy, the official researcher for Toy Geeks podcast.
Yeah.
So she's doing the research for the show. So all of the research on the toy lines we're covering, Allison Troy is the official researcher.
Damn. Someone got a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done, Allison.
I think she show up in credit. I added her in the credits for the podcast, so she should show up as like researcher Allison Troy.
And if you ever need something to play while you're doing something, like if you're doing
her
dishes, with
channel's
something on in the
fantastic.
background, yeah, subscribe to her, man.
Yeah,
It's great.
please do. Great histories, and then she's doing like every day the shorts.
Yeah,
the coloring and stuff.
Quip makes a good point too. Give us B. Arthur as an unlockable tier from the.
Oh hell yeah!
I would love that, seeing as we got Life Day Chewy just last year, and we got the what else we got? And was it last year or the year before? And we got the holiday special deco Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, keep it coming with the holiday special stuff. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go B Arthur, is that the thing that like I don't know makes this thing go wild? Like if you left that as the last unlock, everything unlocks. I feel like
that would, or the Tonika twins. I think either one of those.
I love this.
Make it all women. Make it an all women tiers.
Just post no Ula no Mula. I love the different. If we don't get this, it doesn't go. So Jace is kicking one off. No Tonika.
No Tonika, we Gonica.
Yeah, no Tonika, we Gonica.
That's pretty good. God, just watch. They will not have the Tonika twins in there.
No
People
way.
will lose
but
their
they should.
goddamn mind.
Hey, listen, the Hasbro watches these streams. I don't know if the Star Wars team does. I haven't heard that they
I'm pretty sure they avoid everybody and just look at polls made on Instagram.
But if any of the other Hasbro teams that do watch this stream wants to let them know, hey,
yeah,
no Tonika, we Gonica.
Just give them a heads up. Like this delay might be into your benefit.
Chaz says, Person until I have the 8 figures were supposed to be 8 Cantina patrons, not the Tonika twins, though. Creatures you see in A New Hope when Ben and Luke go to there. See? No Tonika, we Gonica.
We Gonica. Well,
Jace coined it.
It was a good run for TBC HasLabs. They did good for a bit. Poor guys. That's weird that they would not have them. I guess it's still got to be a rights issue. There's people
really
online.
You think so?
I think so. I know there's other.
That's weird.
I've heard from so many people. I've seen it happen. People say it in the chats, in like on Toy Anxiety and everything else, or even on Toying Around, like when they do Boba Squadron and stuff, and just like, oh, they have the rights. The family is given the okay and all this kind of stuff. And like saying that is one thing, actually having it is another. No one at Hasbro has really yet said, yeah, we got it. We can do it. Cause I think if they had it, they would do it. Cause they know that's like one of the top 2 world builders ever that people have been asking for forever. So, right. The actresses won't sign, but Rogue One had new Tonikas.
Yeah, so couldn't we just use the new Tonikas?
Yeah, why can't we just do that?
Yeah, let's go new Tonikas. If they're going to play hardball, we'll just get some new Tonikas in there.
Yeah, why do we have to use their likeness? Why can't we just why can't we just it's not like anyone looks like any of the actors anyway in TVC. What are you worried about?
Yep. SoFed with Hasbro Shenanigans, who run that circus? I will say, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Don't beat up on the Hasbro, at least the public facing Hasbro employees, people that run these different toy lines, because a lot of times their hands are tied, right? You could definitely dump on big higher up corporate Hasbro. Absolutely. Go ahead. Crap on the suits, because I don't think they give a crap, but at least at the level of the public facing teams for Star Wars, G.I. Joe, whatever, they truly care about this stuff. They really do want to do right by the fans. And a lot of times the things that we're saying they should do, they're like, yes, we know, but XYZ ahead of us, shot it down or whatever. Right. So,
so it's
a
little bit of Lucas.
That context.
I still always feel it's a little bit of Lucasfilm. It's a little bit of higher ups at Hasbro. I feel like there's a lot of there's just so many moving parts when it comes to Star Wars, which is what makes it so annoying. And the other part that's really annoying about Star Wars fans and collectors are the fans and collectors, because they're not on the same page either. Everybody wants something different. When you take a look at like these, like, you know, when TVC, like whether it's on Facebook or on Instagram, and they go, give us the list of the characters you want. Everyone says something different.
Yeah.
Nobody's on the same page. Someone wants Size Noodles. We need Size Noodles. The next person's like, we need a new Jyn Erso. Right? And then I'm coming in there swinging Carson Tava around. And then you got the next person being like, well, we haven't gotten Captain Tarples. Where's our Captain Tarples? Right? So it's just like nobody's on this. Like the fans are not on the same page when it comes to Star Wars at all. It's true. So what do you do? And I think Steve said it really well on when he was on Toy Anxiety, Mr. Stevie, where he was just like, we're not going to make everyone happy. Like he's already come to terms with that, where it's just like, we'll put out what we put out and that'll be that. What do you do?
And Riley Bob says, but how can a smaller crew like NECA, every character of TMNT and Hasbro Corp can't? I think there's your answer right there. It is. And again, if anybody's worked at a big corporation versus like a small ragtag team, usually the less bureaucracy and the less red tape, you can get a lot more things accomplished, right? Because when you're a smaller team, it's like you maybe have 2 people to get approvals or stamp of approval on something, right? Versus a big corporation like Hasbro, you probably have like the frontline team and then their bosses, a whole bunch of middle management, and then, you know, all the way up to CEO.
You got your Emperors, your Vaders, your Tarkins, your Krennics. You know, you got to get through all of them. And I think that's another reason why Mondo was able to do Real Ghostbusters.
Absolutely. Right? Because it's like it's 2 people or whatever, right?
Right.
Like
so they're just like, hey, we already did this. We already did the work.
Yeah.
Now just let us make it.
Yeah.
Right. Props to Alex. Right. Thank you, Alex.
Alex be praised. Whenever Jeffries is done again, like there needs to be like a special lifetime achievement award or something for Alex.
Well, you know what? The great thing about doing a podcast and a show with Alex is that him and I are deciding what the entire line is going to look like. So, like, if you don't like the first wave, you only got me to blame. So
I love you taking this position of ultimate gatekeeper on Mondo Real Ghostbusters.
Dude, I don't keep the gate. I own the gate.
I am the gate.
I am the gate. All right.
But yeah, it's too many middle managers trying to make it as though their job is absolutely.
Yep.
Katie's Toys Dole, you better have campaigned Janine for me. Listen,
100%.
Listen, if you're the gate, Dole, people are gonna come, you know, knocking down on that gate if it doesn't go the way they want it to.
Bring it. But yeah, I definitely wanted Janine. Trust me, it's there.
But yeah, I think. Oh, I did want to plus this in. I think Chaz said this and Matt Drace as well. They have the Tonika rights. Last figure standing confirmed last year via Boss Bounty and Victoria's Cantina. So they do have the rights.
Who did?
They can do it.
Who confirmed it?
On the Victoria's Cantina or whatever.
But who did? Who's the person? Who's the person in Hasbro or Lucasfilm?
Last figure standing. Last figure standing. I don't know. I don't know everybody.
God damn it. That doesn't mean anything to me. I can say like, hey, Glowworm confirmed that we're going to get Wolverine in a 1-to-1 scale from Mondo. That doesn't mean anything.
Well, I mean, odds are they would, right? It's Wolverine. They'll do everything.
It's Wolverine. Yeah, they should make it. Yeah.
Sure. Brian Brink, I missed the super chat. I'm sorry, Brian Brink. Which included figure character would make this HasLab go gangbusters? Yeah, I think it's Tonika Sisters.
Tonika Sisters. Yep.
No Tonika, we Gonika.
Oh man, I feel so bad just starting that already. Where it's already like, like we're already protesting. We got pitchforks.
Katie's Toys. Glowworm wouldn't lie to me. Brian Break. Yeah, wasn't Ewok Village confirmed?
Yeah, like they definitely pulled the rug out from under me. They were like, you know what? No, how about a ghost?
Oh, here we go. We got to confirm. Surviving Tonika actress confirmed it live.
What's
So
her
the
name?
surviving sister,
What's
Angela
her name?
Staines.
Okay, let's look it up.
Well, I'm going to Google it now live. I don't have that information.
I'm doing it.
I love how I can hear your typing right now.
This is me. That's my angry typing.
I hear it. I hear that.
Right?
Anger.
I'm like,
feel what you say. Anger.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I would be such a terrible
suffering.
Yeah. So pain. Skywalker's in terrible pain.
While you do that, I'm going to mention that I do have a poll live in the chat. 143 votes already, but the poll was: say the Cantina is more fleshed out, more fleshed out than the leak. Would you spend 400, 500, or nothing? Is the poll. So if you're able to do this live in the chat, the poll is live. Let your votes be known, people. And then in terms of likes, we are at 158 likes. We have over 420 people watching right now. So get your likes in, people. I thought 210 was too low, but maybe it was too high. I guess you all don't want a cyclone.
Wow, how come you guys don't want that? What's wrong with you?
Of
course you want. Go get it.
I guess not. Maybe we want cyclone. Maybe you're right. Maybe nobody likes cyclone.
Yeah, I'm the only one. You might just send it to me.
Dartherian, if Mondo makes a 1-to-1 Hugh Jackman anatomically correct Wolverine piece, I'm sure it would sell gangbusters.
Like hot bread.
Chaz says Victoria was in contact with both actresses and informed the Hasbro team a few times that the sisters were on board.
Oh,
so it's just up to Hasbro,
different.
I guess.
That's different. That means they still got to sign something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not up to Hasbro. It's up to Lucasfilm. It's Lucasfilm that has those rights, folks. Let's get our information straight.
Oh my God! All right, a lot of votes in. It's not looking great, honestly. So please put your votes in on this if you do want to do it. If no one wants Cyclone, then my duck can race. Hey, there you go, Mint with card.
I like that.
All right. Did you find out what were you looking for again?
The last thing I was able to find is something from 2021.
Okay. Well, they were on.
Still just like it's still vague. Everything is vague. There's no like anyone being like, they 100% have the rights. That's what I need. Because I don't believe I can say anything. You've seen it, Jay. I've said so much shit. Yeah,
I don't disagree, but it seems like there's at least a lot of verified sources that the least surviving sister is game for licensing.
YouTubers are not verified sources, Jay. We should know this by now.
This is the 2020s, okay? I can just say anything and it's a thing.
That's true. But I do know that like the HasLab for Celebration Japan is an Ewok Village.
Oh, I'm so excited. We got our tickets. You got your tickets to Celebration. We're
good to go.
Partying in Tokyo, baby.
I can't believe that's happening.
Oh, I'm so pumped. So pumped. The hunt for Yak Face Showdown.
Right? The race to Yak Face. If there's anyone else in the chat going to Celebration Japan, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a weird aside, King Panther. Jay, did the Cicada invasion hit? Yes, it did. It is the weirdest, most eerie sound, and I hate it. Are you aware of the cicada, this like double brood hatching that's going on right now on the East Coast?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Do you know what cicadas are?
It sounds like a tasty dish.
There's these crazy kind of big prehistoric looking flies, essentially.
Oh.
And they're wild because in their larval stage, they go underground and they live for like 17 years. And then eventually they come out as these big ass flies. But they make this crazy noise. And every, I don't know, this is like 100 years or something. Maybe it's 20 years. I don't know. Like multiple broods hatch at once. And when you go outside, like in the woods or whatever, it has this weird, eerie kind of drony alarm sound going on. It's wild. It's wild.
Ugh, okay.
Anywho. Okay.
Nature.
Chart. It's poll.
Yes.
So what I said was, would you spend $400, $500 or nothing if the canteen is more fleshed out than this picture? What do you think was number one?
Probably maybe.
I didn't put maybe. It's just nothing. 400, 500.
400.
400? That was in second. In number one.
Oh, nothing.
With 71% of the vote, she all said nothing.
Man, you guys are lame. You guys not like toys?
Only 15% said 400, and even less, 13% said they would spend $500. Now, again, this is a small sample size, but not a great, I guess, first pass as far as the poll goes.
Well, it's so hard to go off of this because we still know nothing. And
you're right. You're right.
And this is what sucks about this leak in particular is because it doesn't feel complete. It doesn't feel real. Like, it just looks like it's a makeshift. This is what the page will look like, waiting for approval kind of thing. That people are still going to think of this, even if they do a kick-ass reveal video.
I love this moment. Donut Lord, I'm not lame. I'm watching Ants.
Yeah, no.
Is Ants better than Bug's Life?
Oh. Whew.
Right?
They're both
Ants
very similar.
They're both good.
I don't understand why studios make the same movie sometimes.
It's weird, right?
It is weird.
But I will say this, and we'll kind of close our final thoughts here.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing this leaked because I think it's going to be better than this.
Yep.
And so they've already primed people for the price. They've lowered expectations. And so all they got to do is exceed expectations and people are going to be super happy.
Correct.
Right? And so a lot of times, or at least I would think, maybe this is on purpose leak, because now you've kind of got people like, oh, I don't like it needs this, and this. They probably already know this. And I think it's going to be better looking than this. And now you've exceeded expectations. Now, whatever price you've kind of primed people for in their heads, they're willing to jump on it at that price because it's better. And boom, you've got a big success. That is my rose-colored tinted glasses take I can take on this. But Doel, what do you think? Good or bad?
God, it's such a I don't know. I always feel bad for the team when something leaks because you can feel their pain from across the coast. You know what I mean? Where it's just, this sucks. This is not how we wanted people to see it. This is not how they wanted us to see it or find out. So I think this sucks for them. But I think they could bounce back from this. Like, because I think you made a very good point. It can only go up from here if they nail that presentation. If that, like, I think it will be tough if they do not have the official rights of all this hearsay of the Tonika sisters. If they do not have that, I think a lot of people will. I think it will turn off people. It's like releasing a Rancor without a Rancor keeper. You know what I mean? It's gonna have that kind of like, or Ula no Mula, right? It's the same thing. It is, and you know, I don't know. I just hope it's good. I love Star Wars so much, Jay, that I just want it to succeed. I want it to be awesome so bad.
I feel you. I do. I feel the same way. I really do.
Right? So that's where my heart is. I just want it to be amazing.
I think we're really close on the like. I think we're 209 the last time somebody said in the chat. Just a couple quick things. Let's see. Bug's Life versus Ants. Bug's Life is better based on the lack of Woody Allen. I think that's a great take.
Good point.
Woody Allen wasn't the Ant, so no, I agree. Not a Woody Allen fan. Go F yourself, Woody Allen. But it's just a movie, not God, you're right. Woody Allen just ruins the damn thing. Toy Collector Magazine. If Hasbro would reissue the classic molded bases with cardboard background playsets from Vintage Line at $50 each, they would sell a metric ton of them. Just saying.
I agree with that. Like if they did a Hoth one like that, like the Hoth base with the computer controllers and all that kind of stuff. If they did like like you said, the Cantina, maybe an extension to the Jabba the Hutt stuff. Dex's Diner. Lord knows I want that thing, and I know I'm the only one.
Come on. Yeah.
Right? Like I think Jedi Temple, another one.
Yeah.
Real good ones too. I think there's a lot you could do with that. I'm 100% with Toy Collector Magazine, and I know a lot of people get cardboard and they get all like their
fun if it's vintage. If they're re-releasing, if I got a vintage style Padme Amidala, just give me a vintage style. I don't know anything.
Yeah, Jeffrey Stalemate Ball. He makes a good point. Like retro collection play sets. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I would be so down for that.
Updated trash compactor play set.
Why not? Why not? Right? Gungan City.
Yep.
Camino. Mustafar. Do I have to keep naming locations? Let's make it happen. I love listing things.
Right? We can list all day.
Remember Bespin?
I could pay $500 for a Jawa Sandcrawler with lights and sounds. No, I mean, this is a step in a direction for them. Because I think their vehicles have done well. This is the first time they've done a play set as a HasLab. So we'll see how it goes. But
do you think this is their test to see if a Death Star would do well?
But why not just do the Death Star? What are we waiting for?
I think they're waiting for the anniversary. So that would be Japan.
What? Japan? You think Death Star is Japan?
The 50th anniversary. Japan's the 50th anniversary of A New Hope.
Yeah.
I could see that being the Death Star because people have been asking for that for also. Well, let's put it this way. Everyone's been asking for everything for what feels like 40 years. And I think the Death Star will be for Japan. There's something in my gut that says. But
if this fails, then you don't get a Death Star.
Or maybe they'll rethink how they do the Death Star. But I think that this isn't like an Ewok Village confirmed gimmick. This is in my gut. There's something scratching my butthole that's like, yo, it's gonna be a Death Star.
It's only the 48th anniversary.
Is it?
It's 77.
I can't count. So 2027. So it would be. Oh yeah, that makes sense, right? 77. So maybe we won't get it till 2027, but we're gonna get a Death Star.
I don't want to wait till then. I could be dead by then. Who the hell knows,
dude? We could be dead tomorrow.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So I don't want a Cantina. I want a Death Star now.
But I still think we're gonna get that Death Star. That's the point. We're gonna get it.
I want the whole world.
We are going to get it. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like, Doel, I believed you. I believed you 100%.
Thank you, Dan. See, he gets it. Dan gets it.
Boogeyman, Doel's nemesis, math.
I can't beat him.
BTG, can we not make scratching Doel's butthole a saying? Anyways,
I don't
Canadian math by Doel.
Canadian math, yes. It's Star Wars collector math. It's like girl math. We just make up our own anniversary days.
Oh, God. All right, let's move on here. We got other shit to talk about.
Sure.
Sky Sled. Mondo.
Yeah.
It looks so damn good. Not buying it, though.
Yeah, I'm not getting into this line just because...
I got Ghostbusters. I got priorities right now.
Well,
Real Ghostbusters is coming.
there's gonna do, but I don't know, man. I'm still excited to see what they're gonna do coming up with X-Men.
Right?
I'm pretty sure at some point, I think the Batman stuff is doing well enough. I'm holding out for a Poison Ivy.
Sure.
I'm holding out for a Robin.
Robin, I'm in.
I'm
holding up for
but for the X-Men, man, I'm holding out. They make Nightcrawler, gonna need Nightcrawler, gonna need Storm. So it's I can't start collecting another 1/6 line, is what I'm saying. That was a very long-winded way to get to. No, I can't collect another 1/6 scale line. But these are every MOTU figure they've made is beautiful, and this Sky Sled is no different.
It isn't. But $400, I can't. I just can't.
Yeah, that's your Cantina money. You can't do that.
No, it ain't Cantina money. I will say if unless it gets way better than that grainy image, I am not backing the Cantina. Not gonna happen.
Yep. I get that.
Because again, we got Real Ghostbusters coming up, Mondo Real Ghostbusters, and I want every single one of them.
Oh, dude, we need those.
Exactly. And
I'm getting those made for you, Jay. So if you don't buy them, I will take it personally. Right?
But so like again, I get this is bigger, but for me, 400 too much because what's the rest of the battle room? 600 bones. Like, it's just it looks great. It looks incredible. But I think it's a little pricey for what it is. I'm not saying that I don't know whatever their economics that went to this are there for a reason, but just for me personally, it's not going to cut it. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Mondo. Don't hate me.
It's okay.
I'm going to buy every Ghostbuster. Just ain't going to buy this.
They have their base that buy these.
Exactly. They don't need me. Figures. They don't need me.
We need you to keep real Ghostbusters afloat. They need me to keep the X-Men afloat. Right? This is what this is how it works. Right? Yeah. So we have to pick our battles. And they know. Mondo's smart enough to know that everyone can't get everything.
Yeah. Yeah. That was smaller than his tank. I think it is smaller than his tank. His tank's incredible. It's one of the great vehicles of all time.
Ever made.
So yeah, I would have I think if they would have gone for the 250 range, 250, 300, I think then it's tempting, but pushing 400 is just touch too much.
I get that.
Touch too much. But anywho, also we got some superpowers news, my friend.
Oh,
do you have superpowers in black? How about a 3-pack giving us I think a better decoed black suit Batman and the black
it's a yellow belt, not a gold belt.
Exactly, no gold, baby. So this is more true to the what was that? South American or the Argentinian Batman superpowers. Right. And we got a black Batwing and a black Whirlybird. I'm not getting this.
I'm not getting it either. If I could just get I might do like one of those like things where you just get the Batman toy and then like I'll just give away the other two things. Like I just don't need when it comes to the superpowers vehicles. If it's not blue,
right?
I don't want it. I want but even for like the Superman vehicle, like just I get why they're doing this. I get it, and it's fine.
Yeah,
but I am not. I can't. I can't. You know,
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I agree. And but the thing is, I know for other collectors, they're like, oh, okay, fine, I'm in. You made a black Batwing and a black Whirlybird. Now you're talking my language. But I completely agree with you.
Batmobile. Yeah, Black Batmobile is probably going to be coming up pretty soon after this.
Oh, absolutely. Right. But I completely agree. Like as a superpowers purist, whatever that's worth, like I want my superpowers Bat vehicles to be that, superpowers blue.
Yeah, I want them to look that way as well. And it's like I got that latest wave with like Kilowog and stuff. Great wave, by the way.
Yes, great.
Even wave. Even that weird ass manga Batman. Probably not gonna even put him on the shelf. I'm starting to kind of like starting to kind of curate my superpowers display a little bit, where I've got like all these Batmans, and I'm like, unless it's like a Batman that's a completely different Batman, like Batman Who Laughs or Thomas Wayne, I'm probably not gonna necessarily display them.
Yeah.
Right.
But they just go? They go in a bin immediately.
No. I got the carrying case. So anything that I have that's like extra, I put the superpowers collector's case. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Don't you have one of those?
No, I don't.
You should. It's great.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Wait, I do have one.
Right?
But I took all my collector cases out of my display room right now. I don't think.
But that's okay, because that's where you store figures, Jay. You store figures in collector cases. That's what I'm doing with my Star Wars figures. I've been buying old.
Yeah, same. I've got several of the vinyl ones.
Yes, I love them. I think we should make
many of them.
I think we should start making our own. We should make Toy Geeks ones and Toy Anxiety ones.
I love that idea.
And Gotham City Tonight ones and Toying Around ones.
They have the most, because Super 7 has done I've bought a few of them. They've had them at Comic-Con the past few years. I have a couple of the reaction ones.
Right.
I do love I love a good carry case. I love a carry case. I got a good little collection. But and Dartherian, I agree, they already have the blue one, so I'm not upset or anything. I'm just not getting these.
Oh no, yeah. It's like when they announced, hey, we're gonna, or not, well, they didn't. I always call the listings, the order listings, like those are the reveals. Those are not leaks. Those are just reveals now at this point. And like when they said, oh, we're doing the Trinity but in black and white. No thanks. The last thing I want is superpowers figures with no color.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. That's the beauty of superpowers, right? It's just like that pop, that all the colors.
So good.
Matt Bush, I sent Dole one via Craig. You get it, Dole? Collector case superpowers. Did you get it from Matt Bush?
Nope, I did not.
Oh, well, spoiler alert. Craig, get on it, man.
I think Craig's got a bunch of stuff from Matt Bush that has
you know what makes me upset is when someone commits to sending you something and they don't send it. Like, what the hell?
God,
I will say,
especially
Dole,
when you paid for it.
Especially when you paid for it. So it is in a box. It is wrapped in a box. I did that this weekend. So
okay,
one step closer.
You're getting there.
I was going to send you your money back and send the Wolverine.
Baby steps. No, you need that money for San Diego.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that. This went live, Dolers, and I think when they unveiled it at whatever convention it was at, I don't remember now. Oh, WonderCon, I believe. I said that I was going to buy it, even though I wasn't super hot on it. But I got to admit, Dole, for $60, I don't think I'm getting the 1/18th Plasma Series Ecto 1. And am I a bad Ghostbusters fan if I don't get this?
You're a bad Ghostbusters fan because you don't have a complete Ecto Glow Louis Tully.
Oh, Dole, you've been out.
What happened?
Just wait for After Dark, my friend.
Holy shit. Are we going to have... Oh, dude, this could be a great day for Dole. But yeah. So, no, it doesn't. You're the best fan ever, Jay. I think this is, I didn't get this either, to be honest. Like now Hasbro Ghostbusters, I don't know how I feel about this with the O-rings and stuff. Like, there's a part of me that's like, this is awesome, but there's also a part of me that's like, what am I going to do with it? Like,
it doesn't seat 4, by the way. It seats 2 Soulcraft.
Yeah, so you know. And there's that. But anyways, that's here nor there. Because again, I want to support all of this because we don't get.
You're right.
We don't get a lot of Ghostbusters stuff.
Exactly.
And we don't get a lot of cool Ghostbusters stuff. And this is cool.
It is objectively cool. It is objectively cool.
I do like this. But for some reason, I'm just like, I'm not racing to grab it. And I'm just like, I think it's part of me. It's like, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I feel like maybe I'm just more of a real Ghostbusters collector than a Ghostbusters collector.
Yep.
Because there's a part of me that's like, Mondo did kind of steal your thunder.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And on top of that too, like did I tell you this? I know I told Craig this. Outside of a couple figures, which I think one was Gozer, maybe it's just Gozer, I packed away the rest of my Plasma series figures.
No, I didn't know this, but I did the same thing. I don't have any of them out anymore.
I don't have any of them out anymore, and then I have my Real Ghostbusters Detolfs, and that's really kind of it, because that, to me, those are like, again, there's that nostalgia feeling, but those toys look so cool objectively as well. Like, I can take off the nostalgia goggles and be like,
yeah,
these are awesome.
Yep.
And for some reason, like, man, let's put it this way: if this came out 5 years ago, I would have bought it
absolutely
without skipping a beat.
Instant buy. And I did, because it is the same as the Afterlife one.
Right.
But that was $39, I think, at retail.
Right.
So you did no new tooling from my eyes.
Right.
It's a repaint, slight tweak here and there. It doesn't have the gunner seat. But so you kind of already had this thing done. You tacked on $20 to it. And we've got Mondo running laps. Actually, we don't know for sure because Mondo hasn't released yet, but we can assume.
Hey, Alex has said on Gotham City Tonight, if you want to see what the figures look like, go on his Instagram.
There you go.
So there you go. So if you've seen those, which I'm sure a lot of you who are watching have, because you're watching this channel, and just like Jay and my other co-hosts on Toy Anxiety, they don't shut up about Ghostbusters, so you probably have heard about it. And they look great. Like, there's a reason why those things got approved to get made.
Yeah.
Because Alex knocked it out of the ballpark. They're beautiful. So it's like, if that's what we're getting, which it sounds like it's going to be close, like, what would you rather spend your money on? 60, I mean, I can't, what did they say? Did they say a price point for those Mondo figures yet? For the Mondo
No,
figures?
we haven't. We haven't gotten a price point officially announced. We do know they're 2 packs, which I do think makes whatever it is, at least probably $100 some odd would be my guess. My hope, at least. It better not be like $250. Then that's going to be a stretch.
Oof, then that's going to be a stretch. Yeah.
But,
so let's say
my hope is around the $100-ish range.
So if you're going to spend $100-ish on 2 figures, which are probably going to be packed to the tits with like everything, or do you want to spend $60 on a repaint Ecto missing a gunner seat, which they probably should have just kept anyways? Yeah, I think Alex says they probably even look any better. Yeah, because he's had more time to work on them. Yeah,
he's now
getting paid to make them.
Yeah, we chatted before, or at least when it was officially announced, and he said, "Yeah, if you like whatever, I think they're even better now."
Right,
was his direct quote.
Right,
but
so again, so I still think they should have kept the gunner seat on this, even though it's 84. They should have kept the gunner seat just so it's an extra seat.
Exactly. So it is retooled on the inside, but you lose seats, and so it can only seat 2 figures. The 4-pack of O-Ring Ghostbuster figures goes up on Ghostbusters Day on June 8th. And Riley Bob, I think you hit on the head as well for this. I think it is only going to be the Ecto on the 4 Busters, and that's it. That's all we're going to get. And I think that also knocks this down a peg, because if it was like, this is a new line and we're going to do not only the 4 Ghostbusters, but Janine and Lewis and
maybe some ghosts
and some goddamn ghosts, and we could do a firehouse because we're all kind of staying in this scale, then you would have my dollar, right? But if this is just the Ecto and the figures, I know I've got Mondo coming down the line. I'm saving my pennies for that.
I want that line to flourish like the NECA turtle line.
Exactly.
Right? Like, that's what I want. And the fact that they're doing like the 6, I guess I haven't really talked about this since it got announced, have I? The Real Ghostbusters on anything. But it was like,
where have you been?
Dude, I've been doing dope shit. I'm a dope guy. I do dope shit.
Yes, you are. You're cooler than Kanye.
Yeah.
Way cooler. Infinitely cooler.
Right, but I like that they're doing things in like they're kind of like without even talking to like NECA or like just kind of said, hey, we're gonna do these in the same scale as the NECA Ninja Turtles. I think
Mm-hmm.
is such like a nice little like nod of
Oh,
like
yeah.
two smaller companies, just like we're
Absolutely.
doing two different things. We both love. Let's
Mm-hmm.
make it work. And I love that. So even if you decided, hey, I'm going to get the sewer playset, which none of you guys all shit on the shoebox, but you know what? that sewer playset or even the street level display that they have
Yeah.
for the diorama, you could use that for your Ghostbusters if you so desired, right? 'Cause it's all same
Yeah.
scale. So
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree.
right? I don't know, man. I think there's so much cool stuff, man. There's so much cool stuff that I think that's coming, and it's just, I think this is bad timing. This particular because
It
it's great,
is.
but it's just
It
I'm
this is
holding
going
out.
over like a lead balloon, right? Because
Man.
Mondo's eating your lunch. But cool they're doing it. Cool they're putting stuff out there. But it's kind of like and again, this is not directed at the frontline people that are running this toy line, Emily et al. Right? They're passionate about this. They want to do so much more than what we've gotten, right? Just like we
Yep.
want it. But whether it's the retailers that didn't buy into whatever, or the suits that aren't big Ghostbuster fans,
Yeah, probably don't understand what they're trying to sell.
Exactly,
There's probably that too.
100%. But because of that, like I my dollars, they're committed to Mondo because they're smaller, more hungry, and have arguably the best effing sculptor in the business right now on it. So
Right, they got two of them. They got Zool84 on Instagram on their team. They've got Alex Brewer on their team. Then plus you've got cool ass dudes like Hector and Peter.
Yeah, making shit happen.
Making shit happen. Like you can't like it's a dream team. Over at Mondo. It's hard. How do you not support the coolest dudes on the planet?
It's small but mighty, and they're crushing it.
They are crushing.
And again, and it's I feel bad for the Hasbro team because if they could be a small, scrappy operation like Mondo or NECA, I'm sure they could probably pull off the deep lines that NECA's done with TMNT, and hopefully Mondo can do with Ghostbuster. But it's just not. It's not in the cards for the big corporate toy companies,
right? Because they see it as just like they don't see the evergreen line that we see it as.
Plus, I think it also makes you appreciate when a big corporate company gets deep, like Mattel has done with MOTU recently,
or
and
even
in the
Marvel
past,
Legends.
In Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified. Like when it happens, when all the stars align with the big corporate bureaucracy hellscape, it is something to appreciate when those things gotta come through.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But anywho, that's that. Dollars, I think 230 likes the last time I checked.
Well, I think we hit it then.
We hit it. Giving away a Cyclone. Let me put the link in the chat. Dole, I mean, Gotham City tonight. X-Men 97. It lines up with the finale. Are you all back this week?
We were all back last week.
Were you?
Yes, it was myself, Alice,
I missed
Alex, Kevin from Toying Around.
Damn, I missed it.
We've all been doing our thing.
Was it 2 weeks ago that Alex and I were going to try and do a bootleg?
Yes, Gotham and then a deadline for some toy line at Mondo got in the way.
I know. That was 2 weeks ago. I could have sworn that was a week ago.
Yeah, that was that's how, dude.
Damn.
Everything's going way too fast, which is why I'm like worried about
You're telling me a whole nother week happened in between that? Oh my God, I could have sworn that was a week ago.
Right? So it was kind of funny, like also because even Alice was just kind of like, yeah, I got deadlines too. And it's kind of like, you know what? I'm like, guys, don't ever feel held hostage to the stream. If we need to take a week off, we need to take a week off. Like it's okay.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
But it was the second we say giveaway, we had like 500 people watching drop to $3.99. I guess nobody wants the Cyclone tonight. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But I put the link into the chat if you want to put in. Oh, we are at 52 people entering into Win a Cyclone. Hit it up, people. But yeah, Mondo Real Ghostbusters are very exciting.
Donut Lord, where he goes, thank God the X-Men. This is X-Men. Like finally go back to some DC content. We've been actually sneaking in some DC talk before we get into X-Men because there's been a lot of DC news too. There was a new.
It's like I don't care. X-Men all the way, baby.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm excited about Superman, but man, nothing beats X-Men now, man. I don't know how Marvel is ever going to recover from this.
Good.
Right?
Marvel needs that X-Men juice, baby.
Well, they're gonna. I think this show has given them a kick in the ass.
And the kick in the ass they needed.
Yeah, because all of a sudden now it's like, oh, so you guys can actually write good shit? Yes.
Wait,
yes.
This was an option the whole time?
Right, you can do it. There's I don't know, man. I hope we get more kind of spin-offs. This is something we talked about on the show too, while you're getting the ducks in a row there. Yeah. You know, we were kind of talking about how we hope that this will lead to a Captain America or an Avengers series that we never saw from that universe.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yep. We never got an official Avengers cartoon.
How about Cap showing up? I guess that's a spoiler, but god dang.
That was 3 weeks ago, though. Like, so, you know what? Yeah. That's fine. And, you know, having Cap show up was great. Again, Spider-Man showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Like, there's been so much cool stuff in this show. It's such a gift. It's a gift.
It's a gift. And I heard it's been renewed for season 2. I think I saw that.
Yep. I think it's so. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 years to make like the last one did. So I'm hoping they already started season 2, but didn't announce it until later. Here's hoping.
We'll see. I'm going to put the link one more time.
If Dr. you want. Doom.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Doom showing up.
Saying, well, that was Hulk, really but that was, come on, that was Morph. But yeah. I get it. It was cool
Smash.
to see.
It was so good. Him saying Morph Smash, or them saying Morph Smash. So
and then I like cool. Gene like using him like a pinball, like
yes,
like so good. I love how they use their powers together. Oh.
How about? I guess this is a spoiler, but in the most recent episode, the weird Wolverine Toy Biz motorcycle showing up.
Did you see what the Ryan Doell fan club made?
Yes. Oh, let me pull that up.
The Wolverine head.
Yes. Hold on. Yes. I got. So if you don't know what we're talking about, in the Toy Biz toy line, they had early days Toy Biz toy line. They had one of the weirdest. It's RFDC, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ryan Doell fan club. There it is.
There it is. That's so weird. Oh, there's another Ryan Doell sitting there. That's funny.
So this toy, it's so weird because when he is not sitting on it, it's actually like face of Wolverine. But it was in the episode. Like they have this big hanger of all these like other vehicles, and that damn motorcycle was in there. And then Ryan Doell fan club put your face on the motorcycle.
It's such what a weird thing to decide to put on a toy. Like where it's like we should just put Wolverine's head on there. Like with the skin tone and everything.
I have one. I love it. It's absurd. My personal childhood survivor brown suit Toy Biz Wolverine sits on it. And it's a cherished piece of my collection.
I do not own that bike, but something tells me
now
that I don't.
How did that?
I guess get this. So I only owned 2 of the vehicles. One was the Blackbird. Right? Which I think is actually a great little like fold out play set and stuff because you can, it's fun. And then the other one I have is the Water Wars play set, the one that floats and has a little attached water gun to it. Yeah. And those are the 2. Those were the only 2 I had.
Wow. That's shocking.
It is shocking. Oh, went to Frankensons on May the 4th with Hatter.
Oh, I know. Did you all shoot a video or something? I was hoping a video would drop.
No, I don't think we had a chance to do it. I think he was kind of like, well, we went for a quick walk.
That's the crossover I was hoping for. Hatter and Doell.
But it was we
The
saw
conversations must have been wild.
Oh, dude, it was so good. It was fun, dude. He's so fun. And he's so funny.
He's good people. He's good people.
They had the one booth there had the X-Men headquarters, you know, with the danger room and the
yes,
viewing room.
I need it because I bought it on eBay and the guy backed out on it and I lost my.
It was in the box, complete.
How much?
400.
What the hell?
Dude,
well, I see why the guy bailed out because I bought mine for $200.
So no one's
got
buying it
lost in the mail. Huh?
No one's buying it for 400. But here was the other crazy thing. So as we're there, now all the Toy Biz X-Men are out on everybody's booths.
Sure, absolutely.
How much do you think they were going for?
$20?
20 to 30, depending on who it was.
That's so stupid.
But it's X-Men 97's hot.
I got this bad boy at John's shop this weekend.
Ooh, Sunspot, great choice. The X-Force line, very good.
$6.99, baby.
As it should.
If it's more than $6.99, they're gouging you, folks.
Yeah, if you're spending more than 10, depending on who it is.
Yeah,
I'll spend 10 on like Cyclops version 2.
Absolutely.
Right? I'll spend $10 on that. But if you're gonna like tell me Robot Wolverine is $30,
get out of here.
Get out of here.
Out.
Leave.
Get out.
Leave. Do you know what okay? So I got this at Calgary Expo.
Hell yeah. Micro Machines?
Micro Machines, fold out playset, Jar Jar Binks. Look how good this looks on the camera. It looks like Jar Jar Binks is hanging out with me. That's how good this looks. I want them to, because Hasbro has the Micro Machines license.
They sub-license it out though. They don't. There's Micro Machines is back, but Hasbro doesn't make it. They just sub out the license.
Correct. But I would love if Marvel Legends did Micro Legends.
Hell yeah.
And brought those comic books out again that Toy Biz did.
Oh yeah.
And then make great. Make some small play sets.
Yep.
I would love that. That would be my pitch to Ryan, Dan, and Dwight.
I love that.
Right?
It's a great idea. A couple super chats. David Cabal, Ryan got X-Men arcade vibes last episode.
It's the uniforms.
Amen. You can keep it spoiler free, but it was great. I hope this inspires more continuations. 90s Spider-Man, G1 Transformers, G.I. Joe, etc. $5 super chat. Thank you, Shockwave 75.
All of it. Yeah. Actually, a G.I. Joe continuated cartoon would be probably really good.
Yeah, it'd be great. Victoria's Cantina. I'm late here. HasLab. I hope people aren't getting hung up on the price and details. This seems to be a very early mock-up that got placed on the site. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Victoria? They are. Do not worry.
Yeah.
They 100% are.
Yeah.
They are getting hung up on all that stuff. But yeah, we did mention that, right?
We gave it context and caveats, all right? We didn't freak out.
Yeah, but I'm buying it. I don't care. It could look like that, and they tell me I have to paint it myself, and I'll buy it. All right.
All right. Jazzwares does the micro Star Wars, but Hasbro bought out Galoob, and they own Micro Machines.
Correct.
Now, but the Micro Machines that are back on shelves, Hasbro sub-licenses out Micro Machines, and another company makes Micro Machines.
But even if they didn't call it Micro Machines, but called it like Micro Legends.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, it sounds like just money sitting on the table, Jay.
I agree. Victoria's been asked, are we getting Tonika sisters with that set? There you go. Let us know. Let us know. Set us straight.
Yep.
Set us straight.
I've been arguing with everybody that no, we're not. So please, for the love of God.
Jazz the Guru, any inside knowledge of the HasLab launch? Oh, we got a winky face. That's a yes in my opinion. Winky face.
No, it's not. I've got
why not?
From tons of people, and it's led to nothing. Jay,
you heard it. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. We got a winky face. Confirmed.
Tonika sisters confirmed.
It's happened right here.
It's happening
live.
right there. You know what?
You can't just drop a winky face willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's yeah. That's
Oh my god. No, exactly. Jay says no Tonika, we Gonica.
That's right.
Thunderhouse design. Ewok Village with Tonika confirmed.
Nice. I would love that.
Oh, Bull S. Dole. Winky faces lead to a lot.
Maybe in America.
All right. Let's see. I got 109 responses to this Cyclone giveaway. Again, people, I guess everybody got Cyclones. They don't give a crap about getting a Cyclone. But one more time, I'm going to put this in the duck race. I'm going to pull it up now. No Tonika, we Gonica. What a fun show tonight. Dollars, thank you for coming on, my friend.
Absolutely.
I don't know what we were chatting about. Maybe it was about this motorcycle. And I was like, hey, are you back? Because I just need to talk toys with you. I don't talk toys with you at least once a month. I feel like I'm go through
your monthly dole cycle. That's what I deliver caviar of toy goodness.
Oh god. Cyclone.
All right. Okay, let's do this race.
Let's do this race.
Let's do this race.
Let's give away a shit.
You know what?
Give away shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
For pickups. I got a Matt Bush package. Right? One of the things in there was some Battle Beasts.
Oh.
And I was starting to look at Battle Beasts again because of course that ignited the itch of like, oh
sure.
Well,
yeah.
I need to get the kangaroo and I need to get the penguin. And then one of the ones that I need to get is the duck. I need to so now now that I'm hitting like this con in Arizona, I'm hoping that the toy selection will be cool and maybe I'll find some Battle Beasts while I'm there.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. Well, I think we all need to
Arizona is like a desert for vintage toys, by the way.
Oh, good. Can't wait.
I went to a toy shop there and I was like, wait, why is this very easy to find toy 5 times its retail price?
Really? Okay. Well, good to know.
All right. We have 100 and something people, 114 people.
Ooh.
May the best duck win.
Quack. All right.
All right. We got Lone Star Galaxy is currently in the lead with Gage Bullock in there. We got Ryan Dole's Troll.
Okay. Well, guess what? There. Get that back there.
Renders FX takes the lead. Jason's in the mix.
Easy.
Lone Star Galaxy with all faults. Benjamin Murray, Nicholas E. Lewis, Balsteros. The Empty World. Gary's in the mix. Easy E, though, is still in the lead. But Nicholas E is coming. Oh, but fell back. Hedgehog's in the mix. Carlos Orozco is here in the mix. Ray Alonzo and Easy E are still kind of towards the top. Got Michael Miller in the Batman costume is in the mix as well as my guy. Shiny Plastic People. Chris is in the lead.
Do it,
Shiny
Chris.
Plastic People.
Come on, Chris. No, it's gonna get stolen by
the last second. Oh my god.
Oh, the deadhead
Chris had
stole it.
Oh wow. Chris lost Shiny Plastic People. And the Deadheads. Let us know. Are you here? The Deadheads. Wow.
Man, that's rough.
That's wild. I thought Shiny Plastic People had it.
Well, you know what? The Deadheads has been in a lot of our streams. And I'm happy the Deadheads won.
Me too.
How about that?
Me too. Deadheads, just gotta let us know you're here in the chat right now. So say hello, I'm here. My drown.
Well, someone in the chat earlier too, and I missed it. Someone was asking if I'm going to be at Phoenix Fan Fusion. The answer is yes. I will be there.
You will be there. People aren't hearing this duck quack like I'm hearing this duck quack. But Deadheads, there we go. Deadhead says, tell you what, give it to Shiny Plastic People.
Oh, snap.
Whoa.
There it is.
I don't need a box. I can open it for you. But yeah, happy to give it a shiny plastic. Shiny plastic was hacked into the Deadheads account. Either way, whoever wants it, shoot me an email, Deadheads or Chris. Hit me up. geekdadlife@gmail.com. Send in your information, your shipping information, and we will get this thing shipped out to you.
Cool. Is this it?
That's it. That's a show. Coming out after dark. Colleen wants to yell at Doel. You don't want to.
If you want to listen to Colleen and I fight, first publicly, fight. Our first public domestic. You know what? It's worth the $5 to join the Patreon, and with the Patreon also comes the Discord. It's a very hopping Discord.
It is a hopping Discord. Let me tell you.
So I got some I'm going to show off a few pickups, not all of it. Got to save something for toy anxiety.
Yeah, you got to save for toy anxiety for sure.
Right. So come hang out with myself and Colleen. Jay might stop by. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh my God. All right. Well, definitely coming out. Patreon.com/geekdadlife. $5. You get a whole bunch. You get you get the Discord. The Discord is worth it alone. But you get to hang out in After Dark as well. That's it. That's all I got. We'll see you all there, patrons. Everybody else, we'll see you in audio form on the Toy Geeks podcast. Subscribe. Dan Larson and I talking about year 1 of Masters of the Universe.
Changed our lives.
And then Toy Anxiety is happening this week. Goal, because were you not on Toy Anxiety this week?
I was not. My flight was delayed, so I ended up getting back.
I remember that happening. I was like, oh, Doler still isn't back. But you'll be back this week, and Gotham City tonight. Stuff coming.
So much stuff.
Don't miss it. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, and goodbye.
Goodbye.